Hi everyone, Evan Dragon with you. So today we talk about Lian, the event lessons on love, and how actually she works. First of all, let's check the quests. That the day 2 of this event. Here we have login, then we have get VAT points, spending emeralds, and spending energy. That's the quest. So about Lian, I already collected her soul stones, and actually, why not get some dolls, right? About this character. So, Lian is a mage, which is an expert of charming. Her first ability allows you to charm the opponents for 7 seconds, they sleep, and they wake up only if someone else attacks them. Second ability deals pure damage, Hypnotic Ball, and then we have Wandering Lights, Magic Sphere damage, which means she can charge Isaac as well, so be careful with that. And finally, we have the passive skill. So if someone deals damage, he is charmed for 4 seconds. So it's a charming cat girl, I would say. About her skins, yes, she has multiple skins, which help to get more magic attack, to survive better. Then we have her glyphs armor, which is nice for survival, gift of elements typical, and the artifact for magic attack. So that's how Lian works. Her role, I guess, is control, right? So why I would say that Lian is not super popular now? The reason is actually she can be countered with several characters, and on Arena, if you check the Arena ranking, then well, I I found some Lian teams, but they were not as popular as, for example, Irish teams. Obviously, many people play Sebastian, many people play Isaac, and if you go to Arena ranking, you see that almost every player plays either Sebastian or Isaac or a team which just kills everybody. So Gotenks found a team for Lian, you can test it. I think it can work, but well, it has a lot of magic damage. So I would just play Isaac and forget about this team. That's it. Okay, so I decided to test Lian teams, and well, I came to the several teams which are at top 20. Now I showed you top 20 teams of my current arena. I picked 6 of them, and actually 5, 6 is my own. Yesterday I was at 7th position, so I can say that my team as Yasmin team can also be here. Okay, so 5 teams from arena, 1 of my own. But before doing it, I decided to find some lane teams which seem logical. First of all, remember about her charming ability, which means you need to just keep the enemy asleep. Unfortunately, if you want an effective team, then usually you try to play a magic buff for Aurora, right? As a tank, which is buffed with Lian, with other mages, and Aurora wakes up everyone. So that's a problem. I tried to stun them multiple times. I tried to spam the Biscuit ability with Celestial. Same about Dorian. So Dorian also wakes up the entire team, which I don't like. This option is kind of super magic damage, and to counter it, usually people play Isaac. It's not a big deal. And anyway, I tested it, and it wasn't the best team. So we'll see the ultimate Lian team, which looks like pretty logical. One of variations also was with Amira. Amira also deals a huge amount of magic damage and can just be a debuff hero. So I would say you can play Lian with Amira, but remember that, well, Amira has the gold burst, which also awakens the opponent. But this team can be recommended to test. I can't say it's a super powerful team. No, I managed to defeat my another team, so I would say that Amira can be played here together with Lian. She's a nice combo with Lian. Okay, so the fifth team which I tested, the fourth I just skipped because it wasn't interesting. I tried to play Ju, so Ju hits the only one target, the front line or the back line. As a result, he will not awaken many players. But if you play a Ju Blender team, then why would you play Lian at all? You could play Nebula instead and get more effectiveness, right? So the final team which I collected was like this. I'll show you the stats. Actually, that's the max power test. So I ended up with these two teams of Lian. The left team has Dorian to make Lian survive longer. If you play against Corvus, for example, she needs survival. And still Dorian awakens the opponent. Same about Aurora. So she stacks with Lian at magic damage, but she awakens the opponent. The right team plays Corvus to burn the opponent if he already awakened. Also, Corvus can burn several characters, which I really appreciate. And with Marsa, so Marsa is a healer which just hits one target and does not awaken anybody. So I finished with this team composition. Just get the timeout on second, and the second, as you can see, can remove the first one. So let's make it slower. And you see that actually this team can't survive, right? It takes some time, of course, not super easy, but the amount of damage the left team has was just huge. Okay, so that's about lane teams. Now let's talk about how to counter Lian. Obviously, each team which I created here of 6 teams managed to remove this team pretty easily. So it's not a big deal to remove Lian team based on mages. Obviously, I could play a team based on Yasmin or something like that as an alternative. So I tried to play Yasmin and Vari. So it's a physical team, Rufus against Iris. That was pretty logical, right? But the problem is I just didn't get enough damage. So if I played another armor penetration, if I played Isaac, for example, I would get much more value than with Lian. That's the problem. So this team with Isaac would work better, I'm sure. Even though I removed Iris, well, that was not good enough. I couldn't finish the opponent. I had only one armor penetration or 0 here, right? So without armor penetration, it doesn't work. If I played Chinmao, if I played Isaac, that would be more reasonable for this fight. Okay, so let's go to some more tests. Why I know that Lian is not popular now. Well, in the past, people could just play Sebastian and Lian together with Oliver and remove the entire opponent. Now Ascension came, new heroes came, and now it doesn't work at all. So a huge problem is the amount of health. Also Oliver as pet, so you see this healing on Aurora. And Lian just can't kill the team, that's the problem. So after Ascension came, Lian is too slow to kill the opponent. With Sebastian or solo, it doesn't matter really much. If the opponent is nicely played, then you have a problem. So solo Lian was played because the entire opponent's team is charmed. You don't have just characters who wake up because only Lian is here, so the enemy team just sleeps till the end of the timer. But no, Lian is not good enough to finish the opponent, so I can either rely on her boost of charming, which results in sleeping the entire time, or rely to extra damage, but extra damage will still not be enough to finish this team. So that's why Lian isn't as popular. She was kind of overpowered recently, but after Ascension, it's not like that. Okay, so I'll just show you the stats. You see that, well, I tested this team and it couldn't do anything against Isaac. It couldn't do much against Kark. Kark just removed everybody before I could do something. And yes, so here is Sebastian. You'll see that all the charming I used buff here. So the buff from Lian, the buff from Arachne, also Celeste has Biscuit. So this Biscuit spamming also here. Yeah, see, so actually we try to outspam the opponent and it doesn't work. We just get dead, that's it. So Card Pack removed me pretty easily. Kira Blender team, also known as Destroyer, defeated pretty fast. Undead team, another problem, so Corvus burns really fast. If you know that, but actually you wake up the opponent, and then why do you play Lian at all? Yes, so as I told you, Gorian would help here, but anyway, Corvus burns her pretty hard. That's another way to counter Lian. So you play Sebastian, you play Corvus, or you play Isaac. That's how you beat Lian. And this team is dead. Timeout. Yeah. About Maya team. So Maya team was with Sebastian. I could burn somebody with Corvus, but you'll see that Lian doesn't do much in this fight. When Sebastian is here, she tries, but she fails. Even though I played Biscuit, who spams the buffs, still that's not good enough. So you see that I managed to burn some characters, but I couldn't finish this team. So actually you can play in Lian here, and she can do something, but that's a timeout. So probably to remove this team, you need something else. For example, Iris team. And against Yasmin, well, against Yasmin, that's my team. My Yasmin double penetration / triple penetration for Isaac and for Chinmao does with this team. Theoretically, Corvus burns Yasmin and Chinmao. Practically, well, he can't do that now. Here we go. So just zero problems at all. So that's what I wanted to tell about Lian, why she was popular, why she is not so popular now, and how to counter her. I hope this information helps you to play better. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos. Good luck to you.